Hello and welcome. We're going to try that, again, seeing as it just didn't want to play the fucking intro when I clicked it twice. It played it for like half a second.
Because you clicked it twice.
Well, I clicked it and it still brought us up, and then I heard the music playing, but when I clicked it again, it stopped. I don't know. It didn't want to work tonight, but we're here. The intro played. I am your host, the Patron Saint of Podcast and the Warden Mad Ritter, and I'm here with my co-hosts this evening, two other members of Core 4. She is host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd Storytime with the reigning, defending, undisputed Trick or Trivia champion, Ms. Katie Kinsey, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, Reek is saying, set your watch. Time is ticking.
Take it easy, Kieran Cross.
Yeah. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Off the Top. Hi, Will. Thank you guys for joining us. We're talking season 2 of Twisted Metal with, ladies and gentlemen, one half of Young Kings Wrestling. King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name, or as we know him here, where I do things dirty, Dr. Reek Baker, BBC.
What's up?
Which is, honestly, it's fitting because there's a lot of sexual innuendo in this season of Twisted Metal.
Dude.
Of course.
Crazy amounts.
How did you guys take your notes?
By episode.
Okay, so did I.
Did you
Reek didn't take notes.
You guys know I'm an off the cuff
Boo.
Okay. So as we get into this, first and foremost, as a fan of Twisted Metal, I made a list of cars and drivers that I am familiar with. So obviously returning from last season, we have John and Quiet driving Roadkill, which was John Doe is the driver of Roadkill in the Twisted Metal games. Sweet Tooth driving his ice cream truck. Mr. Grimm got his motorcycle. We're going to talk about how he got that and all of the things Mr. Grimm. Stu is with Sweet Tooth, and Dave and Mike are together. So both Mike and Stu and Dave and Mike are known as drivers for Hammerhead, which was a monster truck, as well as Granny. So those combinations, Mike and Stu and Dave and Mike, both together driving Hammerhead.
Okay.
Dollface drove Darkside at one point, which was the semi-truck, which we actually saw the semi-truck in one of the episodes. Axel is half man, half car with giant wheels. Vermin driving the pest control vehicle. And then, so there's Quattro, which is a AI intelligence that controls a car. Quattro is a robot that is sent to kill Sweet Tooth in one of the games, but the car looked like Spectre, which I am familiar with from the first couple games, and Mayhem eventually drives Spectre. And then just randomly for one episode before he died, Junkyard Dog, which was in Twisted Metal Black, was there as well.
I don't even
He had the tow truck with the fucking spiky metal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junkyard Dog. Okay. Yes. And then Raven, who is supposed to drive Shadow, but Shadow was driven by Quiet and her brother, and now she has a different car and all sorts of things. But also a character from Twisted Metal. And the whole story with her and Kelly actually comes from the games. Like that's a thing. So
yay, lesbians.
Yay, lesbians. Let's all right, so Katie, I know your favorite thing about Twisted Metal is the episode title / license plates.
There was only 2 that I couldn't get.
I got all of them but one.
Okay, I didn't get the first episode or the last episode.
You didn't get it, or you couldn't decipher it?
I couldn't decipher it. I didn't want to cheat and look it up.
The last one's really easy, and when I tell you, you're gonna be mad. I don't know what the first I don't know what the first episode is. It's PRS RPNT.
I would assume like press would be the first part.
Oh.
Press repent?
I don't know. You cooking down there, doctor? What's happening?
Hold on.
I thought it was like something serpent, but like, nah, that doesn't make sense.
We're gonna look this one up. I couldn't figure it out. It's the only one I couldn't get.
No, I literally sat here
because I think
at
the
the
thing
end
is,
trying
like,
to figure out
it's
the last one.
because I think it's just like you just say it out like it's a word. That's what most of them are. But it's like,
Most of them are, yeah.
well, yeah.
I don't know.
All
I still
right,
think it's
so-
press and then something.
Pressure point.
Oh God, I hate this game already.
Pressure
Okay.
point.
And you say you couldn't get the last one?
No,
I got
didn't
the
get-
last one. She didn't get
I
it.
didn't.
Oh,
No,
the last one's easy.
I literally couldn't think.
Well, when we get to the last one, we will. But episode 1 is pressure point. Okay, what do you got for notes on the first episode?
Oh my God, my notes don't make sense. They're just the random things that happened throughout the episode. I mean, it started with Raven.
Kind of the same. So,
Yeah.
Raven, who is now, we found, part of a collective of ravens. There are a bunch of ravens because Nev Campbell did not come back. And honestly, I'm not mad at getting Patty Guggenheim, aka
This
Madison.
Raven, smash.
Fine as fuck. Oh hell yeah. Awful real name, like Patty
Yeah.
Guggenheim, but beautiful woman. So when she was a teenager, she was goth and a lesbian, and she went to a party, and the good Christian girl who apparently had a threesome in the garage was mean to them, so they thought they were going to pull a prank on her, and it led to her girlfriend Kelly falling off a roof, hitting her head, and I'm assuming ending up in a coma. She's on life support all the way up to present day.
Wild.
She is the real Raven. There are a murder of ravens, or I know crows are a murder, and ravens are kind of like crows. Is that?
I don't think.
Anyway, there are a bunch of different ravens serving different purposes throughout New San Francisco. We do not see Nev Campbell again.
Which is fine, because I don't think she's convincing in that character, like, compared to this chick, honestly.
Yes, Katie?
A group of ravens is called an unkindness or a conspiracy.
Okay, so there's a conspiracy of ravens. Not a raven, not a flock. It's not Raven's flock, though New San Francisco might be Raven's flock. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Never mind.
So that's what's going on with her. She's running New San Francisco, and she's got John living in his old house, training on a video game machine, because that is going to be her driver in the tournament to get her wish, which we'll get into wishes and all of that later. John is also reading all of the Babysitter Club's books because there was nothing else to do. He is very upset.
She took his TV.
Yeah, well,
So
he
he
kept
needed
trying to
something to
escape.
do.
If I remember correctly, he tried to escape 15 times.
Yes.
I think so.
And one time he tried to make a hang glider out of pizza boxes and cracked his skull.
That's good shit.
So he's reading the books. He's very upset because book 89 is missing. And he has refused to like explore the house that he lives in. He's just like sleeping on the couch in the living room. But he realizes to find out how Abby joined the Babysitters Club, he has to find this book. So he goes into his bedroom that he shared with his sister, and he finds the book, but it's hollowed out and it's storing his sister's weed. So then he decides to read her diary. And I'm assuming, because he knows facts about Abby later, that he just continued to read the rest of the books, even though he didn't have 89 and never found out how she joined. I know this is very interesting. He also comes up with a new escape plan. He's got a buddy who's a guard. He invites that buddy into the shower so that they can talk privately. The guard starts stripping naked, and he's like, "Why are you getting naked?" He goes, "Well, because I thought we were in the shower." Okay, fine. And then he gets in, but John's in there naked. He's like, "Well, why are you naked?" He's like, "Because I'm taking a shower." What, you expect me to shower in my swim trunks? And then John hugs him butt ass naked in the shower while he's fully clothed, after telling him, "Hey, there's a sewer system and I'm going to go in the sewer system." All of this is a charade so that that guy can rat out John and they can focus somewhere else while he escapes. He finds an ambulance. Kelly is in the ambulance. He gets in the ambulance, leaves Kelly behind with all of her equipment, and takes the fuck off.
Yep.
We also have the Dollface gang. So there's Dollface, which is his sister Krista. They're raiding supply lines. They murdered a man who manufactures lube, which is fucked up because like there was no point in, disrupting the lube supply. I don't think that's that sucks, especially for the dude who's running orgies over in Dieseltown, but like
we'll get there.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hurt, any of the insiders really, unless you really need lube. And some people do. I get it. So Quiet has joined the Dollface gang and has gone at least by.
Oh, for sure.
She's got a girlfriend.
She racked up some bodies over there.
I mean, yeah.
The only 3 Dollfaces, well, I guess 4. So there's Krista, the leader, obviously Quiet. There is Ashley, who has crabs, apparently.
Allegedly.
And then Dana, I think was her name, the one that was kind of sort of fucking Quiet. Might have been Dana. We're going to go Dana.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Sure.
And then, like I said, so they go on a raid. And as they're going on a raid, they come across John, who is in an ambulance being chased by the insiders from New San Francisco. They are in a semi. I'm going to say that this semi is Darkseid just because it makes me happy as a Twisted Metal fan to see Dollface driving Darkseid. They end up saving John and then also blowing him up, at which point Quiet shoots him, sees that it's John. They bring him back and nurse him back to health, to where he is introduced to his sister Krista and is told that his name is Lionel. And that's not important because we don't call him Lionel really for the rest of the season. He just goes back to being John.
Yeah.
It's a better name.
Yeah, that was just
as I said, Calypso has announced the tournament and the winner gets their deepest heart's desire, one wish. And Stu and Sweet Tooth are just kind of fucking hanging out. Sweet Tooth's goal is to be the most notorious murderer on the planet. And as he's killing people, they keep calling him someone else's name. So like he kills these guys and they're like, I'll just don't kill me and I'll tell everyone about Big Baby. And he's like, who the fuck is Big Baby? He goes, you're the most. So then they go and they find Big Baby, which is fucking disgusting.
That was fucking not.
Still has his umbilical cord attached. And then Sweet Tooth kills him.
Good.
And then Big Baby calls him Trash Man. And he's like, who the fuck is Trash Man? And he goes, the most notorious serial killer. He goes, God damn it. So Stu comes up with this idea, right? Stu's like, we're going to have a tournament where we get all of these killers together and then you kill everyone and then you'll be notorious. And then Calypso announces the tournament and steals Stu's thunder. But it was Stu's idea. Not really, because there's a whole backstory for Calypso in this tournament way, way later.
Meta as fuck.
And that's really John meeting his sister and being awkward because, again, no memory, so no fucking clue who she is. And she's like excited to see him. And he's just like, stranger, but hi. So like they're awkward.
Yeah.
And that's realistically episode 1.
Yeah, that's basically everything I have for episode 1.
I'm here for everything Sweet Tooth. I'm biased. And I love that scene specifically because I know his voice is dubbed over, but you cannot tell me that, I think it was the second person that when he told him like Trash Man, whatever, he lets out that scream. I know that that's Samoa Joe's voice. They did not dub that over.
Had to be.
I'm like, I love it. That was dope. Yeah, man. Like I always love to call back to video games. So when he's in the little arcade simulator shit, I'm like, yeah, y'all get it. This is good. This is good time. This is good time. The Babysitter Club thing was killing me because my guy has got he's kicking his feet up and shit. Like he just all into it. Like, all right, bro. Like
he wasn't just kicking his feet up. He was laying belly down on the couch with his feet in the air crossed, reading the book.
How else do
Um,
you read the Babysitters Club?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've taken extensive notes, Katie, so feel free to interrupt me at any point so that it's not just me talking when I get to something, because like extensive fucking notes for each episode.
Okay.
You were talking about Sweet Tooth. Honestly, like I know that it's Will Arnett that does the voice, but like it doesn't feel like I'm listening to it and I don't hear him, so it doesn't like take me out of it, which I appreciate. And Samoa Joe's body language is so fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, he's incredible.
It's like it's almost like you can't tell them apart when they're doing it, because it's like I don't know if it's Will or if it's just Joe just matching it that well to his voice that it's like they're almost blending together. They're matching each other in a way. Because like you see through the mask, like his mouth is still moving, so he's going that deep into it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know which one it is, but they blend together. That's like perfect.
You said, "Oh yeah," I didn't know if you had more.
Oh no, I was just very much agreeing.
Okay. Episode 2, Katie. The title is
Dollface.
Very good. And this is the origin story of the Dollface gang, which again started as a group of women. So basically, there are these dudes and they have girlfriends and they get together and they're going to trade some shit, and the girls all get sent to the bathroom. And that's where like the real shit goes down, right? Like the women are the ones that actually making the trade deals. The men are actually having a legit dick measuring contest.
Yep.
They walk out of the girls like decide, hey, we're just going to say, fuck these guys, take this whole thing over. We're going to run it. And when they walk out, a guy has a tape measure out and he's like, all right, time to measure dicks.
Yeah.
So she rallies all the women together against their men, kills all the men, takes their supplies, starts this gang of feminist badass lesbians or bisexuals, because it also seems like all of the women are also willing to at least have sex with John and the fuck was his name? Jeremy. Yes, Jeremy.
Oh. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, gotta do something.
That's a thing.
Too bad Jeremy wasn't like a cuck with a foot fetish, because that would have been like ideal for him, because all they wanted, most of them just wanted to let him give them feet rubs. And Ashley had some hairy ass toes, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's
terrible.
So John wakes up reunited and it feels so good. Meets his sister Krista after Quiet introduces them. And then he's like, hey, listen, while I was in, I found this map to my grandparents' cabin. You and me should say, fuck this, and go there and just live happily ever after. And she's like, bitch, I'm Chris Jericho, and I'm going to break these walls down.
God damn it.
There you go.
How dare you?
Also, we didn't mention this. She shot him again.
No, you mentioned
I did mention it. Yeah, I said they blew up the car, and then Quiet shot him, and then realized, oh shit, it was John. Yeah. Because it is brought up multiple times how she is now. He's like, it gets less and less cute every time you shoot me.
Yeah. She shot him twice so far.
Yeah. Listen.
One is enough.
Once is a lot of times to shoot somebody, Katie. One time is a lot of times to shoot someone.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they're flesh wounds, but still, that's a bullet.
I think it was the same shooter too.
And then also, like I said, all the girls were like, hey, your brother's kind of cute, and it's kind of sad to let good dick go to waste. So Krista did not want to hear that. Then we have a race. So the winner of this race will represent the dolls in the tournament. Who wins the race?
Quiet wins the race.
Technically she won it with that.
Well, it wasn't technically. She crossed the finish line first.
It almost ended very badly. We could have had like a double. I don't know, whatever the fuck.
I'm a little sad
about to crash
that
out.
John's car also didn't have Nas, and he didn't hit it, and then Quiet didn't go too early and then hit hers and fly past him, Fast and the Furious style.
I was like, this is not a Fast and Furious movie.
It's kind of it's like a better Fast and the Furious movie because all of the cars have guns.
Well,
I would say better from 5 on, like second half better.
I don't know.
Because that from 5 on after they get a little bit hidden. But
Listen, if I have to pick a Samoan, I'm picking Joe over Dwayne.
oh, of course.
Well, yeah, because fuck Dwayne.
Oh, okay.
Just
It's a
saying.
little aggressive. It's a little aggressive there.
It's gonna be okay.
So John gets himself in the tournament. Quiet wins. Jeremy is also in it, and Ashley is also in this little mini race thing to,
Yes.
figure out. And after everything kind of goes down, Quiet's finally like, so John, would you like to come with me and be my wingman? Because I like you and your butt's cute. And John's like, yeah, we'll go. Mayhem is also introduced, who is probably my favorite fucking character this season.
I love her.
Yeah, she wins points. She wins a lot of points with me.
She's for sure the best person in the show.
She snuck into the Dallas camp,
Mhm.
is slowly stealing things, gets caught by Quiet. Quiet then chains her to a tree. She escapes that.
Mhm.
Is being hunted by cave people.
I literally said caveman attack. So
Yeah.
Then John and Quiet find her and save her from the cave people, with Quiet chopping a dude's head off with her fucking dual axes.
Sexiest thing in the show. With them damn axes.
I concur.
Then she sneaks into Roadkill in the trunk and hangs out. And we're going to talk about more of that next episode. Also, at the end of this episode, Mr. Grimm is freed from his cell and is asked if he wants to drive. And they leave the little fucking Mr. Grimm helmet there for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy. So, I was talking about this with Katie earlier. Mr. Grimm and I want to make sure I got this right. Mr. Grimm and Sweet Tooth, they got real beef in the game, right? That's a real storyline, isn't it?
I don't remember anyone in the games actually having real beef like that. So for me, what I remember from the games, and I played mostly 2, 3, and Black. I know I played Twisted Metal 4. I don't remember much after that, if I really played anything after that or any of the side shit, but I know I played a lot of 2, 3, and Black. And really, the games are more about, especially when you get into 3 and Black, everyone has a backstory that kind of molds what their wish is going to be, which, if you guys are unaware of what Twisted Metal is, it's a monkey's paw. So, you make a wish, and Calypso grants your wish, and it's always, the worst possible thing that he could make out of the wish that you made,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we see that.
And that's what it is they give you a lot of backstory. In Twisted Metal Black, it's cool because everyone has, prison files on them that kind of explains their shit.
Oh,
and then
fun.
The only thing I didn't like about Twisted Metal in all of the games I played was, and Mortal Kombat does the same thing, is when you beat the game with a character and you find out what their wish is, it's just pictures of what's happening. It's not actual video of things going on. So there's narration over pictures, so you kind of get the idea of what's going on. They're telling you the story, but I would much rather have a video of all of the crazy shit, a cinematic cut scene at the end.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because automatically I was thinking of when Sweet Tooth wins and there's I don't know if there's a loved one he wants to see. So Calypso puts him in the ground in the coffin with that person, and he's just trapped underneath. Yeah.
I'm a sick bastard.
Which is very similar to how the show ends.
He's granting you your wish in his own sick way.
Calypso's fucking funny too.
Or how the tournament ends. I'm pretty sure the guy that plays Calypso was in Gotham and played what the fuck was his name?
I don't know.
It's one of Batman's villains.
Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. Episode 3, Katie, is
Test Drive.
all right. Talk to me about Mr. Grimm.
He's collecting souls.
Listen,
But,
there's
like,
a
is
lot of
he?
supernatural shit. That's the question. Is he?
Wait, but it's
He's
funny because like
he's housing souls.
but like okay, so we see the blue souls come out of people and he's doing the thing, but
Shang
in other
Tsunging, if
people's
you will.
yeah,
There you go.
but other people they just see this. They don't see
Him standing there looking like an idiot.
Yeah, they don't see the souls or anything, and it's very funny every time they show it. It happens like 3 times in the series.
And it's tripping me out because, like, we know Calypso has some sort of weird magical powers because his eyes turn black and he makes things happen.
His eyes turn red. Excuse you.
They look black to me, but
it's red. It's like a deep red.
A dark red? I don't know.
It's burgundy.
Like Reek's band across his hat, or deeper.
Deeper.
I thought it was dark. I thought it was like darker.
It's a dark red. It's like the color my hair used to be.
It doesn't matter what color his eyes change. His eyes fucking change. His eyes change, right?
Yeah.
He is a witch from colonial times.
Roanoke.
He's basically if Pennywise fucked the chick from The Ring.
What the fuck?
We're gonna jump ahead. No, we're gonna jump ahead.
We're jumping ahead.
Real quick, since we're on this. We get a mini little Calypso origin story, and I'll just tell you the first part, and then we'll get to the second part after, where there are fucking colonials, discovering America and
Virginia,
walking around, and they find a well, and this man Calypso comes out of the fucking well. Now, if you've seen it, you know that it also comes out of a fucking well, the well house. In the new movies, not in the old, not in the 1990 movie, but in the new movies, there's a well that he goes in and out of, and the fucking Samara from The Ring also climbs out of the fucking well, and he's got long black hair and shit like Samara. So if Samara fucked Pennywise, the clown, because he can shapeshift and do all sorts of crazy shit, you'd get Calypso.
Love that.
You're welcome.
I can concur. The laugh, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
The laugh is so funny.
It checks out.
All right, so essentially, Katie, there are necrophiliacs who are in a graveyard trying to fuck some dead bodies. Mr. Grimm finds them. Apparently, they dug up Mr. Grimm's dad's body to fuck, and they're like, "Where's the body?" They're like, "Where's the body?" And he goes, "There was nothing left of him." And then he kills the necrophiliac, and he sucks his soul like Shang Tsung, and then digs deeper into the grave and finds the motorcycle and then rides the motorcycle out of the grave.
How?
Also,
there's no way that motorcycle would work.
So John, Quiet, Dollface, who decides to go with John and Quiet, Ashley and Jeremy are all headed towards Diesel City to get special weapons for their cars. And along the way, some shit happens, and Ashley and Jeremy end up in a car together, and Jeremy's trying to fuck. And Ashley's like, the bakery's closed. And he's like, well, what time does that bitch open? And she's like, it's not happening. Sure as shit, not only does it happen, but Mr. Grimm finds them and murders them while having sex.
And takes your
souls. Y'all supposed to be getting supplies. Nice job.
John and Quiet were originally riding together, and then Quiet pretends that there's something wrong with the car, and John's like, pull over, let's look, and John gets out, and then Quiet's like, haha, bye, bitch, and leaves him, so he has to ride with his sister so that they can bond.
Yeah.
Then they go on a detour to a drive-in that they used to go to when they were kids, because Krista's like, hey, maybe if I, take a little trip down memory lane, you'll start remembering shit. Unfortunately, this drive-in is guarded by a half-man, half-car named Axel, who is protecting Dr. Zemo, the mad scientist who altered him into half-man, half-car. And Axel's got a whole fucked-up backstory as is of his own.
I did not know Axel's backstory. I don't know if that's from the game, but holy shit.
I don't remember the part about his dad running away and then his wife cheating on him with his dad who ran away. That part I don't remember, but maybe. I don't know.
It was just getting worse every time he talked about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
But like also
Um,
Axel, that man, holy shit.
he was so fucking cool.
He
He had
was
to be. He had to be.
like, listen, Raven, hot. Axel, hot as fuck. Like, I get it. Krista was obsessed.
You had to get him right.
They did.
Oh yeah, Krista, for the time that she has on screen, spending a lot of time like threat flirting with Axel back and forth.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Basically.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, but you're gonna like it.
Right.
they both were into it.
So John goes off with his sister. They go there, they find Axel, they find Zemo. They call Zemo racist because apparently he's only interested in turning black people into cars.
I mean, it was giving racist.
And he
Checks out.
in his last gasp of breath says he's not racist, and he's always thought science was colorblind, which makes you sound more racist. Meanwhile, Quiet is like, I'm finally on my own. I'm gonna rock out to some fucking Michelle Branch and have a good time.
Yeah.
Until Mayhem hears her and is tired of listening to her sing. And then they go on their own little like side adventure where Mayhem's like, I'm the best driver on the West Coast and I am the best murderer on the West Coast, but can't drive the fucking car. So Quiet mentors her. And Quiet's a little, you know, she's a tough taskmaster. She's a little hard on Mayhem for, you know, all of this. And there's a little tension between them, but then they solve their problems and everything. And then Mr. Grimm shows up. John and Quiet had freed Axel, and he's like, thanks, bitches, and takes off because now he's not trapped guarding the fucking driving anymore. And just as it looks like Mr. Grimm is going to try and kill Quiet and Mayhem, Axel drives by, and apparently he'd rather kill the black man than the women. So he stops and fights Axel. And like, we don't find out like how that fight ends. Like they start fighting
and
they drive off. We have no idea what happens, which bugged me a little bit. Also, Axel drinks gas, and they kind of joke about it like it's an addiction, like he's an alcoholic. Hi, Frats.
Yeah, we
appreciate you.
They do break him out of it though.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta drink gas, I guess. He is part car.
Yeah, no, that's how else he gonna be running that engine for as much as you do? Like,
he looks pure diesel, so
motherfucker's cut up. Like, you got to.
So beautiful.
Anything else from episode 3 you got notes on there, Katie?
No.
Okay. What is the title of episode 4?
Let's get busy.
Let's get busy.
Good.
Les.
So
it's all a sex thing.
Yes, it is.
I literally wrote that in my notes.
There's a lot of sexual tension between John and Quiet until they, you know, get to bang that out. But so we're now at Diesel City, right? We've arrived at Diesel City. We're gonna go in. So John and Quiet and Krista and Mayhem have this plan. Mayhem's gonna be the getaway driver. John and Quiet are gonna go in and obtain fake credentials and pretend to be insiders so that they can get into the vault. And Krista's got her own side mission that she's gonna go on. Sweet Tooth and Stu are also there shopping. There's a rule at Diesel City. There is no killing, and Sweet Tooth is not a fan of this, so his goal is to figure out a way to get away with. He thinks I can still get away with it. And they saw someone like steal some shit and get shot in the head, and Stu's like, see, this is why we don't do it. And he's like, nah, I ain't worried about that. I'll figure it out. So Stu gives this man some money and says, go buy some shit. And what does he buy?
A beautiful cape.
Count Dracula's cape.
Beautiful.
Which he then uses to conceal the victims of which he is breaking their necks underneath the cape and leaving them dead on the ground.
I literally love it so much.
Yeah.
Stu is also
man.
then grabbed by security guards and dragged away because he is the king of dirt and he is to be punished with pleasure at the orgy.
Like where did we go? Like the
favorite
first
thing
episodes were fine, and then this
was the best episode. My favorite thing is he's stripped down to his tidy whities, and there are all of these girls rubbing him, and he's like, "What's going on? Why am I? Wait, is this a sex thing?" And then he's like, "Cool with it."
It's all sex thing.
So basically, Diesel City is this place where you can go and buy weapons, and again, there's no violence permitted. But then there are the insiders, and they're like the rich elite who like go and bid on like extra special weapons, and also have a weird sex orgy kink where they pretend to be outsiders and fuck each other, and like role play as outsiders, like
outsiders and holy men, and it's
the holy men are outsiders.
Well, but I don't remember what the other one is. It was two specific kinds of outsiders. I don't remember what the other one was.
I wrote it somewhere on here too.
I was just very uncomfortable the entire time. Like there's role play with the y'all took it too far.
But yeah, they're role playing and they're fucking.
Well, so orgies get down sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, no, there's a line they crossed it.
John and Quiet, who have been given business suit attire with Quiet's bra still exposed, have to figure out how to get credentials. Luckily, Mayhem is just a fucking thief and steals them some, including a pair of glasses, which then John realizes I don't think he realized that he's blind, but he put on the glasses. He's like, holy shit, everything's so clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy how they're supposed to help you. Weird.
And Quiet loved the glasses, loved the look on them. So they get in, and immediately the guy that runs Diesel City has taken a liking to them. Quiet does a very terrible accent of someone from Spokane for some reason.
It's called her Becky Lynch.
Yeah, she just made them Irish.
That's what it sounded like.
Apparently, the people that they stole credentials from and were cosplaying as are mortal enemies. So then they have to kind of explain why they're hanging out together, and they say they're going to turn this into a peace summit, and it's a whole thing. They end up getting roped into the orgy as well and have to pretend like they're having sex, which then leads them to get super fucking horny. And then when they get into the vault, instead of getting the weapons, they start fucking in the vault and set the whole vault on fire.
Yep.
But like, Quiet's murdering security guards all sexy, like she's fucking dragging the knife down and bending over.
I mean, come on.
John's moving all fucking seductively through the lasers and shit.
With his boner?
With his boner.
Right. That's dangerous.
They talk about the boomerang.
Yeah. The boomerang missiles? Is that
Yeah.
Boomerang blast or something like that.
Something
it's
weird.
Very important later on a couple times. But it is what becomes Roadkill's signature special. Sex in the vault, fire, destroy the weapons. So Mayhem not only steals the lanyards and helps John and Quiet out, but then shows up. So somehow Krista and Sweet Tooth get together, and Sweet Tooth really likes Krista because she's murdering people. So he's like, I'm going to ride with you until they get to where they find an EMP, and then they both want the EMP. So then they start fighting, and then Mayhem shows up, and Krista gives her the EMP, and Mayhem takes off because she didn't stay at the car like she was supposed to, but thank God, because she's saving everyone. Then as they're escaping, Stu finds the vault, finds John and Quiet having sex, steals a bunch of shit, gets caught stealing shit, murders all of the insiders that were at the orgy, lets Sweet Tooth know. Krista hops on a fucking 4-wheeler, and that's now her new ride. She takes off. Mayhem gets her car. Now we're off to the races. We're off to the tournament.
Yeah. Stu was Stu all of a sudden like got the bug, like, oh, I can do it now. I can rack up bodies like you do. Like, he was feeling himself after that.
He had a full master.
Stu just, he just wants a friend. And Sweet Tooth does not treat him like he's just trying to earn Sweet Tooth's love. And by the time he does, he doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah. Well,
I know you love that cameo.
We'll get there. I had a great time with that part, but we're not there yet.
What is the title for episode 5, Katie?
On Your Mark.
That is correct. And this one's kind of a simple episode. We get all the contestants showing up. We're kind of getting mini introductions to them via Mayhem, who's sowing discord among them, and then kind of breaks down for John and Quiet who everyone is and who to worry about. I don't know who the bounty hunter was that she was talking about that she said she was worried about.
He just looked like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I know, but he wasn't familiar to me from the game. So the fact they
probably
honed in on him,
just created him for something.
Maybe.
And then like the frozen lady, was she from the games too?
Frostbite. Not that I remember, but it could have been a later game, or because I've looked and like some of the stuff is from like they've got like mobile spin-offs and little side games and shit and all sorts of stuff. So it could have been characters from any one of those that I didn't play. I didn't write those two down because I was not familiar with the bounty hunter or Frostbite. Vermin, however, Bugfucker, which was one time, and it's not her fault that she put ants in her pants and it felt good. To be clear.
She was fucking weird, dude.
So the crazy thing is, if you look up the actress is actually kind of fucking hot. But they made her so gross.
Well, I mean, she's supposed to be a motherfucker, so.
Well, Katie's looking that up. We also find out that Preacher has been reincarnated as a child. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Exactly.
What else has she been in?
No idea.
But she looks familiar. Relax.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Nothing on there. I have no idea.
But she looks familiar. She's an attractive woman.
She's beautiful.
Not in this show.
They really did her dirty.
Life, they did.
Damn.
Literally dirty.
Literally dirty.
And honestly, you know what? When she cleaned up for the prom later,
she did look okay.
Yeah, like I understood why
her hair is up. Mr. Grimm's fun too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Preacher has been reincarnated as a baby, and there are holy men driving him. One of them is named Benjamin.
I hate every holy man.
And he lactates.
Of course he does.
Because men can do that. It's rare.
That's crazy.
Allegedly.
But yeah, basically this whole episode is just an introduction to all the characters and then like the start of the tournament.
I mean, we also find out Mike is still alive.
Oh yeah, Mike's still alive and he's with Dave. And Dave is a former cannibal and Stu is reunited. And then Mike finds out that the man that tried to murder him, Stu is still with. And now Stu's got like, hey, that's my best friend. But also this is the man that's keeping me safe and protecting me. And he feels awkward and a little jealous of Dave.
Well, yeah, because it's all gay tension between the three of them.
And Dave's like so much of a nice guy, but it's like, it's one of those like, yeah, you're so nice, but I also hate you at the same time.
Yeah. Gay.
Yeah. Episode 6, Katie.
Make a wish.
Look at you go.
I told you
I think by the time we get to episode 12, you're gonna have this down. You're gonna figure it the fuck out.
No, I'm not. Don't give me hope.
You're gonna realize it and you're gonna kick yourself. telling you right now.
I'm already mad that I didn't get it before this episode started. So
So a little more backstory on Calypso. Apparently, John met Calypso one time as a milkman. They had a little camping trip, and Calypso was like, "Hey, if you had one wish, what would it be?" And it was like the simple wish, and Calypso kind of made fun of him. And John's like, "Oh yeah, well, what would you have?" And he's like, "I just want to be known. I want to be seen. I want recognition." That's his goal.
mm-hmm.
So,
Disappointed in John. His black body senses wasn't kicking in because the white guy just magically appeared with these beverages here. You know what I'm saying? He just wanders in, wanders off, and then you see the name right there up on the sign. That the spray paint that wasn't there before. Like, oh, okay, that's not weird at all.
well, he's a witch.
He is a witch.
He is.
So basically, every contestant is given this bomb pack, and if it gets hit twice, it sets off homing missiles that come and blow you the fuck up.
Yeah.
So Raven, Axel, Preacher, Vermin, Roadkill, Sweet Tooth, Mr. Grimm, Mike and Dave, Mayhem, Quattro, and a couple of others, Frostbite, they survive, right? They make it through.
Yeah.
Krista doesn't survive.
I was shocked.
Krista stays behind to set off the EMP and stop Mr. Grimm so that Roadkill can make it to the end. The EMP does not go off. And then she gets shot through the chest with a spear on a chain and then shoots her bomb pack and blows up the car of random nobodies.
They were like knights.
Like, who were they? Who the fuck were they?
So they are who Katie was talking about when she said there are other outsiders. There's that other faction of outsiders.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the fuck they were called. Hold on.
I think they were literally called the Knights of something, I'm pretty sure. Like
Listed metal
60% sure.
outsider factions.
Because I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, yo, who are y'all with?
The Dolls, the Lawmen, who we saw in the last one,
Right.
Vultures. Vultures was the other
Oh.
one.
Okay.
And they're
I
gangs of
definitely thought
looters.
they called them something else.
And then there are Butchers, which are the cannibals, and
Mhm.
Holy Men, and then the Convoy, which was who we met up with last season. And that is all I have for outsider factions.
I definitely
Oh, and
thought
the
Mayhem.
Cavemen
Yeah, we saw them.
and the Astronauts, a cult of lunatics who believe they can achieve a new planet by shedding their mortal bodies. Those are the people that were dead in the pizza place that when the solar flare was going on last season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I definitely thought Mayhem called them the Knights of something. But I mean, I could be wrong.
That's not listed on here though. But Vultures was Holy Men and Vultures were the two sex orgy factions that we were cosplaying as. So anyway, Krista blows them up and gets blown up with them. And John is very sad.
Yeah, his sister just died.
And then we go to high school and everyone gets assigned a classroom to sleep in.
I love it.
And
gets a physical. You can't give shots to Axel because of his metal hands and arms. I don't know if he peed blood or just black, but
blood. It's gotta be.
Sweet Tooth peed something.
I think it was just black.
See, he said blood, you said black. I wasn't sure either way, and I put both down.
Well, because isn't that what leads to the doctor saying, like, hey, we should talk about your situation down there?
Well, no, the situation down there was the fact that apparently Sweet Tooth, A, has too many testicles, and B, none of them work, and he is sterile. And then the doctor had to spend a lot of time explaining to Sweet Tooth how babies are made.
Yeah.
Because Stu had mentioned to Sweet Tooth how he murdered all those people, and then there was an orgy, and Sweet Tooth said, "Awesome killing people. I don't need to hear about the sex. That's gross."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raven apparently had a deal with Calypso, and Calypso's like, "Listen, you weren't even supposed to fucking be here, bitch. Like, that wasn't the deal. You lost your driver, and now you put yourself in the situation." And Raven gets all threatening, and then he does the eye thing, and her nose starts to bleed, and it's like, what the fuck are you got going on there?
And that was a callback to the first episode because she faked a nosebleed while she was reading tarot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mike and Stu have some awkward tension because Mike and Dave are all excited to be together, and Stu wants
Yay.
to just be part of their threesome. But instead, he is stuck with Sweet Tooth, who got rid of their beds and wants to build a pillow fort, which is the most wholesome thing.
He's just a little guy.
I also feel like I need to do Sweet Tooth for Halloween next year. So
yes.
I've got the body. I've got the body for it. And we also find out that specifically they all go in to make their wish, and it is one wish per car. And John fucks that up.
Ooh-wee.
Real quick.
At the last minute, too.
Yeah. Well, it's because like Quiet wished for all the walls to come down in all the cities. Blah,
Break
blah,
the
blah.
walls down.
And that
Stop
was
it,
the plan
Christopher.
from Jump.
And yeah, exactly. That was Chris's plan. That was Quiet's plan. That everyone was on board. And then Chris gets murdered, and John looks at the mask, and he's like, "I wish for Chris to come back," and drops his coin and fucks over Quiet.
You know what he got? He got his wish.
Okay, listen, that was also a shock. That surprised me.
I told you it would be.
Yeah, you did.
Technically, everyone that survived kind of got their wish. Like Sweet Tooth didn't make a wish. He said Stu can have.
He didn't even know it was happening.
He thought that he peed in the well first and foremost,
which means that John and Quiet drank Sweet Tooth's piss.
Sweet Tooth's piss, yes.
Shit. I didn't even think.
Yeah.
I thought about that after they saw that, and I was like, "Oh, yeah."
That was
because like that. Then nothing happens after that.
Right.
We'll get to going back to the well in a second. Episode 7, Katie. What is the title?
Oh, sorry. Hit and Run.
Look at you go! I'm so proud of you.
All right.
So yeah, John made his own wish to bring Krista back, and now he is just acting sketchy as fuck around Quiet.
Literally.
Everyone kind of gets together and they do a little wish sharing. Quiet's like, "Yeah, I'm Chris Jericho. Break the walls down." And Mike tries to tell what his wish is, but gets cut off by Vermin, who wants to exterminate the planet and give the bugs a chance to rule.
Which is not fucking shocking. I want to know what Mike's wish would have been.
Mayhem wants to be invincible, and then they all make fun of her for wanting to be invincible.
It's because she's like 12, so
yeah. Hey,
that wasn't even her wish.
She was married at some point, Katie. She has an ex-husband who was younger than her.
Mm-hmm.
She's the best. She's the best killer. And what was it?
The West Coast, but she's never killed a person before.
Right.
Well,
we changed that real quick.
We changed that this episode actually.
This episode,
now round 2.
Well, this
John and Quiet.
This is technically round 1. The last one was a qualifier.
Fine. So round 1, John and Quiet are given an advantage for coming in last, which pissed Raven off. They get a GPS with all of the passes marked on the GPS, and they get a 1-minute head start. And the goal is to get a pass, and with that pass, you will get across the finish line without evil blades coming up and shredding you.
Yeah, without dying, basically.
Fucks it up.
So everyone's doing their thing. John's head is not in the game. They blow their whole minute advantage. There's a whole thing in a hockey rink where everyone's trying to get, which I thought like that would be the perfect time for Frostbite to shine, you know?
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Disappointment. She's still alive at this point.
She is. And I don't know how she got her pass or where she grabbed her pass from. We just kind
Yeah,
of
we don't know. We don't see
breezed over
where some of them get them. So
She also
Mhm.
wants to fuck John. Everybody wants to fuck John.
I mean, I get it.
Him and
Personally,
Stu are like the only like. Well, I mean, Miss Stu and Dave and like, but there's not many of these guys that are like normal-ish
Mike,
at least. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that little group, the little threesome, and John.
Gay.
That's pretty much it.
also Axel. A lot
Axel
of people want to
smash.
fuck
I
Axel.
mean, that's why I said
Me.
normal-ish because there's
I
still
do.
that whole situation we got going on.
It's fine.
So Mayhem comes across a pass, and Quattro's driver is there, and she drop kicks this man wrestling style out a window. He falls onto her car and destroys her car. So then she says fuck it and gets in his car, takes his keys, and finds out that this guy who's supposed to be the best driver, it's actually an AI running the car. And she introduces herself and becomes the new driver and is now driving Quattro.
It's like Knight Rider.
Car.
I love it.
John and Mayhem, there are 2 passes left. Raven gets one of them. They find the Holy Men and Preacher
Baby.
at the next pass. John fucks up again. They start to get away with the pass, and they're very sore nipples from breastfeeding. They steal the boomerang blast. They go to fire the boomerang blast at John and Quiet, and it comes back and it blows them up. And the Godchild, as they refer to it, survived the explosion, so may actually possibly be the Godchild. It's also so strong that John cannot pry the pass from its arms.
It's Preacher Baby.
Again, so disappointed in John. Because if I'm John, I'm fucking that baby up. I'm taking that pass.
Well,
I don't know why y'all
he
got so
was
tried.
going to. Quiet said no.
Quiet stopped him. Yep,
he
nope.
cocked his fist back. And
I'm
Quiet
like,
said,
listen. You want these walls down or no? Like,
You want to be Chris Jericho.
like you forgot who this baby is.
So
Preacher?
instead, they take the baby with them and make it through. And then Calypso adopts baby Preacher.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about what Calypso's going to do with that baby. Is he actually going to raise the baby? Is the baby going to raise Calypso?
I don't know.
Baby's already
John
talking.
Who knows?
John and Quiet come in last place again because John was being weird, and now he has to admit what he did. And so I loved the conversation between Axel and John, where Axel comes over. He's like, I thought you were just sad because your sister died, but I see guilt on your face. He's like, I've never lied to Quiet before. And he's like, are you a bitch? Like, what's wrong with you? And then John tries to get tough, and he's immediately like, I will fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
There's also a whole conversation between Quiet and Mayhem because it's Mayhem's first kill, but it's all it's all a sex thing.
So I had a note about that, and I don't know what I did, but I missed that conversation this watch around. I had it in my notes from the first time. It was like one of the only notes I took the first time I watched it, besides like cars and shit. And it was all about like hand jobs and just the tip and all of this. And I didn't know where it fit in. So I ended up deleting it because by the time I got through all of the episodes, I didn't hear it. So I deleted that note. It was this episode. Yeah, no, just the tip, hand jobs, all sorts of things.
Yeah. First
all
kill,
sexual
first
innuendo.
times, all sex metaphors.
Hell yeah.
I knew it was there, and I'm sad.
I wrote it down.
Katie, episode 8.
Sudden death.
Look at you go. So John and Quiet are now they're on the outs, right? Quiet's pissed off because John lied to her and he was being selfish, and John's pissed off because Quiet doesn't understand why he made the decision he did. So they're on their own. We already talked about Sweet Tooth being sterile because he has too many testicles and none of them work. The next round is
bonus round.
Kill/survive the Apocalypse 9. So these are unfeeling killers who all resemble evil crash dummies.
Yeah, they do.
John goes off. He's kind of on his own. Vermin comes in and flirts with him a little. Mayhem is also like doing her own shit, finds John. They're together when this happens, and then they talk, and Mayhem's kind of like, stop being fucking stupid. This is why Quiet is the way she is. Raven and Quiet end up, well, so actually Quiet is with Frostbite, who is like, hey, if you and John aren't together, I want to fuck him. And then Crash Dummy comes in and knocks her the fuck out. And we get the announcement about the Apocalypse 9. And Raven shows up, and then they kill the Crash Test Dummy, and then these two are paired up, and Raven is also like, hey, as someone who's using their wish to save the loved one, it's not really that selfish, and maybe you're the problem, not John. So, like, they're having, like, little therapy sessions separate so that by the end of the episode, they can come together and be like, hey, I still like you, and let's get back together, only to be separate again.
Simple logic.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Stu, Dave, and Mike are hanging out, sans Sweet Tooth, because he's getting his, testicles checked. And they try and barricade the door, but they barricade the door the wrong way, and Axel just walks right in and throws all their shit out. And then Axel is having a crisis because he can't get his gas cans, and his gas cans fuel him to be a murderer. So Dave decides that we're going to have an intervention for his gas can addiction. Where basically he kind of tells us his whole backstory, which we saw a little bit of to begin with anyway, where he was a hitman and he went and he murdered all of these people in this house with a bunch of drug dealers, and there was a baby, and then he took that baby, and him and that baby went on the run, and he raised that baby, and then vultures showed up and beat his ass and stole that baby, and now he's sad. So he went looking for the baby and found Dr. Zemo, who turned him into a half-man, half-car, and that's when he started drinking gasoline because he got turned into half-man, half-car. And it's through all of this that Stu is actually the one that gives him the advice that, like, hey, you don't need gas to be a killer. You killed people before you drank gas. And he's like, you're fucking right. And then Axel goes on a killing spree and kills about 5 of them fucking Crash Test Dummies all on his own. Rips a man's arm off, all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Vermin also teamed up with Raven and Quiet at some point because they heard screaming and they found that she had trapped one of the Crash Test Dummies and like skinned him, and he was hanging upside down. And she was like, I'm kind of, I'll just be here by myself. I'm kind of lonely unless, you guys want
to tag along with you guys.
Yeah. And then Quiet has to ask, and Raven looks very annoyed. Mr. Grimm did not get to be any part of this because he went fishing with his multiple personalities and got locked out.
I love that, though. He just wanted to go fishing. He was all the fun.
Yeah.
I wrote Axel got his groove back.
Shit.
There's also a Freddy Krueger mention. Did you not catch that?
I didn't put it in my notes.
Oh, it was when John and Mayhem were in the hallway when they first meet up, and the first Crash Dummy gets to them, and he has the hook on his hand, and they start scraping it, and John's like, who the fuck is that, Freddy Krueger? And then they start running.
Oh.
See, guys, I pay attention, I swear.
You do, and that's why you're here.
Yeah, I probably heard like when it happens, but like after, this get to the end and shit, like it just went out of my head. Huh.
As I said, I took
episode today,
so did I. I watched the entire season today.
I did not.
Okay.
I watched the second half of the season today.
I had already watched it once through. This was my second watch through, but to take the extensive notes that I've taken, I wasn't bullshitting when I said that. John and Quiet make up at the end of the episode, and then John's like, "Hey," John's like, "Hey, let's go fix this." They open the door that he walked into the room that Quiet was in, and they end up back in the wishing well room, and it's more Calypso witchcraft or wishcraft, I guess. Katie, episode 9.
Is it Vava Voom?
Va-va-voom.
Okay. I put a
So
question mark because I was like, that's what it is, but like it doesn't sound right.
we already talked about it. Calypso is in there, and they're like, "Hey, so we made 2 wishes," and John's like, "I want to take my wish back," and Calypso's like, "Really, you don't want to bring your sister back to life? And are you really gonna give up your dream to let John bring his sister back to life?" And like trying to convince them to like pit them against each other, and they're like, "No, we're sure we want to break the walls down." So he's like, "All right, drink from the well." So then they drink Sweet Tooth's
Sweet
pee.
Tooth's piss.
Yeah. And he's like, "All right, it's done. Everything will be taken care of." And they're like, "Huh? Okay. We'll see what happens." And then, so I'm dumb. I am 38 years old.
Okay.
I did not know that prom was short for promenade until this episode.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Didn't know
because we never called it prom.
You
We
didn't
just
know
said
that
it was
either?
prom.
I'm 33. I didn't know that.
I'm 29.
Yeah, no,
and I
it was
knew
just
that.
prom.
Are we?
It was just prom.
Yeah,
Promenade.
that's news to me.
Well, I knew that because of this episode and them talking about it and saying it, and like light bulb fucking went off. I was like, oh, but like
I mean,
it was just prom. Like
I've also
never
never been
once
to a
did I hear it
prom,
called a
so
promenade. I have.
like, yeah, I went to a military school, so it just, but like,
Oh,
yeah,
that would have been hot though.
Oh,
Like all you
I mean,
guys in
nothing for
military
lack of
school in
trying.
your little fucking uniforms, slow dancing.
Well, we had a little like we had a ring ceremony for seniors, and that was, I guess, that was technically like a substitute, but it ain't the same thing. I tried to go. I had an ex that was invited me, but we couldn't work it out.
I went to prom.
So they're given a box, and inside the box is their prom attire. Axel's is literally just like
Right here.
the little thing right here, so his abs are still out.
Yep.
As they should be.
Quiet does not trust this box and breaks it open and finds a dress in there. Stu and Dave are dressed up like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my
Loved
God.
that.
He was just paranoid the whole time, which understandable. Quiet.
Oh yeah, no, Quiet did not trust any of this. It took her
Head on the
until
swivel.
Juvenile's Back That Ass Up played for her to
Yeah.
like let loose.
Well, I mean,
Which,
what if it's on
understandable.
to understand? Yeah.
Listen,
But everyone else is out there having fun. Like Stu meets up with Mike and Dave, and they're talking, and then Stu makes a joke about cannibalism, and Dave gets upset and leaves. And Stu's like, no, this is on me. I'll go fix it. Let me go talk to him.
maybe
My
that's
bad.
like a relapse.
Um,
I think I know why he relapses. When Axel's killing the rest of the crash test dummies, Dave gets blood on him, and he like licks his lips, and like his face kind of like twitches a little bit, and then cut to this, and he's eating crash dummy leg.
well,
like,
Stu thought he was blowing himself.
He did.
Stu's like, you can suck your own dick, dude. That's pretty fucking cool.
And
it turned out he was
the way he was like hunched over, it kind of looked. I can't blame him for thinking that.
I also love that later in like the interrogation, Stu says, I walked in and he was S-ing his own D, but he wasn't. It wasn't a D. It was a leg.
Yeah, you see the leg like out, like past where he is.
Yeah, so Stu goes to find Dave. Dave is in there S-ing his own D, but it's not a D, it's a leg. And then he's all like, yeah, no, I relapsed and I'm a cannibal and now I'm going to fucking kill you and eat you too. And attacks Stu and impales himself on a hook. And for whatever reason, Stu decides, instead of just leaving that be, to then write a suicide note, an unalive yourself
after
note,
hanging him from the
like you went through all
rafters.
Ties him up from the rafters by his neck and writes an unalive yourself note. Hey, bros and bras, I bet you're wondering how I got here.
Do you have the whole thing written down?
I do not. I just remember that because I literally just watched it not too long ago. And then goes back to the party, and Mike's got the hacky sack that they used to play with, and like they have a nice time and they play hacky sack. Quiet finally loosens up after Back That Ass Up starts playing, and then her and John and Mayhem go and take pictures, and Mayhem sees what she looks like for the first time in a picture. Also, Mayhem doesn't know how to read.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
we find that out.
Yeah. Vermin and Mr. Grimm decide that they like each other, and not only do they dance together, but they fuck under the bleachers. Sweet Tooth, who just wanted everyone to dance with him, is really annoyed when no one dances with him, and then all of a sudden starts dancing, and then uses this as an opportunity. Then uses this as an opportunity to get payback from Mr. Grimm, who he hates, by insinuating that Mr. Grimm won the bet by banging Vermin, which makes Vermin upset, and she leaves, and Mr. Grimm upset because he actually liked her, and all of his personalities seem to like her too.
Yeah.
So Mr. Grimm kills Harold.
Is it? Yeah.
So, and by the way, Grimm was about to come when Sweet Tooth ruined this, so like, blue balled the fuck out of him. So kind of don't blame him, but like, Sweet Tooth is sitting there with his bag, Harold, next to him, and then he's looking out on the dance floor, and everyone turns into little bags, and Harold turns into a real person. And Katie, who is Harold?
Damn it, Zap!
I feel like they just find any old reason to just throw him into a random.
Give him everything. They got rid of Chucky, put him in everything.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just like,
I audibly gasped.
What's up, Dev?
And I was so happy for the short little cameo that he got in the show. That's my baby.
We also find out that the baby that Axel saved was Mayhem, because the blankie that she had wrapped around her when he scooped her out of this fucking drug den and took her on the road with him, she had a little piece of it left, and she used it to tie her hair up before they took pictures. And he's like, hey, where'd you get that? And she's like, I've had it since I was a baby. I don't know. So that dawns on him, and now he's acting all fucking weird around Mayhem. Quiet was right, as they're all having a good time and finally relaxing right before Mr. Grimm kills Harold. Calypso gasses the place and knocks everyone out. They all wake up in their cars, and there's fucking lightning towers and lightning everywhere. John and Quiet are now in separate but exactly identical versions of Roadkill.
Yeah. Shit's getting real now.
Any other notes from the prom?
I think that was
Vermin looked decent, let her hair down.
Yeah. Finally. I mean, this is like it was a winter solstice prom. They did a blood offering.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, they had everybody cut their hands or what? Well, not everybody.
Well, Axel couldn't.
Axel couldn't. Mr. Grimm also, we found out, was a virgin prior to prom. So,
what was he, or just one of the personalities? Like him?
I think it was the main one.
Because one of them's a necrophiliac, so definitely not a virgin.
Well, and he also has the souls of Jeremy and Ashley.
And they were fucking when he killed Ashley and took their souls.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, probably just the main one.
Just the host.
Katie.
Yes.
Episode 10.
Mayhem.
So this is the elimination round. There are lightning strikes all over the place, and everyone is given a card, and on the card has the name of the person you have to kill to qualify for the next round. So Quiet, I'll save that for last. Mayhem has to kill Raven. Raven has to kill Vermin. Vermin has to kill John. John has to kill Axel. Axel has to kill Quiet, and Quiet has to kill Mayhem. If you guys noticed, there are a few people missing. So
I wonder why.
Dave is dead. Hypothetically. Dave is dead, and
Trial.
so is Harold. So we are having a double trial. Sweet Tooth and Mr. Grimm are there for the death of Harold, and Mike and Stu are there for the death of Dave.
Calypso genuinely looks pissed off that he has to do this. Like, I had one rule. You both
Literally, it was the only rule realistically in the beginning was no killing outside of the rounds.
Yeah.
So initially, Calypso is like, Stu, you killed Dave, and here's the proof. Here are your teeth marks on his ass. You're also a cannibal.
Harold.
Justice for Harold.
Yeah.
And then they force him to bite this dead man's ass again to show that if the teeth marks fit, you're guilty. And even Sweet Tooth is like, yeah, no, you're guilty, but I'm proud of you. Stu exonerates himself. He explains the whole situation and explains why he did what he did, and Mike believes him. And
Mike also said he found a finger under Dave's pillow the other day.
Yeah.
Signs.
Then Calypso stabs Mike.
We mentioned how Sweet Tooth adopted Stu, right?
He adopts him.
Or did we not get to that part?
I think he adopts him next episode.
Shit.
It's at the end of this episode or the beginning of the next episode, because it's after the trial.
No, end of this episode, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because he adopts him, and then after he adopts him, he's like, hey, I want to ride with Mike because Mike's my Harold. And immediately after adopting him, sets him free. Or no. He adopted him. No. Reek's right. He adopted him. He adopted him earlier because he was getting his son dressed up for prom and helped him tie his tie.
Okay, so he adopted him last episode. He lets him go the end of this episode.
That is correct.
Because I remember it was like, it was pretty much after like he found out about the whole, I can't have kids. I got too many testicles. I'm all fertile and everything.
So then he's like, I'm going to adopt you. Which was after they killed all the crash test dummies, and he showed up and he's like, hey, guess where I've been?
He missed all
So anyway, Mike exonerates himself. Or Stu exonerates himself. Mike gets stabbed because Calypso's like, you should have told us that he was a cannibal, so you get punished. And he tried to kill them both after letting them go. Well, we'll get there. We're not quite there yet. Then we have the trial for Mr. Grimm, and it's pretty cut and dry. Multiple witnesses saw him kill Harold. And he's like, Harold's a paper fucking bag. And apparently that doesn't matter because he was a person to Sweet Tooth. But as Calypso's ready to kill Mr. Grimm, Sweet Tooth's like, hey, wait. Hold on. Wouldn't it be a lot more fun to watch me kill him later on? So Calypso's like, yes, but there must be a punishment. So Calypso Shang Tsung's Mr. Grimm and takes all of his souls away. And again, everyone's just watching Calypso stand there like this and nothing happened. We see the souls get sucked. We see the soul sucking.
So funny.
And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And now Mr. Grimm is by himself. No souls to save him.
How dare you take his personalities away?
And then, like we said, Stu wants to ride with Mike because Mike's his herald, and Sweet Tooth's like, I'm proud of you, but I will still kill you because I come from a long line of fathers who have tried to murder their sons.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Which that comes back.
Yes.
Raven kills everybody this episode.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
Again, there's a whole round of the tournament going on as the trial's going on. So Raven eliminates Vermin because she has a lightning rod that makes a giant fucking bug zapper on the front of her car. So this round is made specifically for her because there's fucking lightning everywhere. So she charges her car up and fries Vermin. And then she tries to hit John, and John and Quiet move out of the way, and she ends up hitting Mayhem's car, causing Mayhem's car to crash. John and Quiet get out to try and save Mayhem and check on her, and Axel, who realizes this is the baby that he was raising and was stolen from him, sees that she's ready to kill all three of them, and he gets in the way and sacrifices himself to save Mayhem.
Crazy.
Yeah, she the whole thing with Quiet, like going from being, oh, this is this kid I'm just dragging along for the ride, and then it's like each episode she gets softer and softer. Like when they first show up, when they do that run with the bombs or whatever, and they see her back there, and she's like, oh, we gotta get in, but then they see that she's about to get murked. So John's like, yo, turn the car around, let's go. Like I see you about to break down over here, so let's just go save the kid, because that's obviously what you want to do. And then here it was like, oh, I'm in a crisis mode because I gotta kill the kid now. Like, yeah, it's a whole thing.
The end of the episode, we see that Mayhem lives, and she is, on a bed, being nursed back to health. John and Quiet are in there. She wakes up, and she's like, hey, so the next round, they're like, there is no next round for you. You're out. And she goes, yeah, no, I'll just be like, your gunner. I'll ride with one of you. And then she sees Calypso going to a secret lab hidden in the lockers and follows him down. And there's something crazy down there. So she comes up and she wants to tell John and Quiet. And she overhears them basically saying she's a fucking liability and they have to leave her behind. So she goes to fucking leave. She's out. She packs all her shit and leaves.
Yep.
Katie?
Yes.
Episode 11.
Oh, Holy Night.
Okay. You're killing it. You're killing every single one.
I have an idea for 12, but I don't
I'm about to
understand
say-
part of it.
I'll say you gotta catch it by now.
I do, but I don't.
I'm telling you,
Pressure
like, you're
Point
gonna-
was the hardest one.
it truly was.
Which one was?
Pressure Point,
Point,
the
first
first
one.
Oh.
episode.
Well, yeah, but I didn't get that one either.
Like, you gotta
Yeah,
catch
well,
it.
none of us
and
did.
You're gonna be kicking yourself when you realize it.
No, I have an idea, like, but I don't. I'll explain when we get to it.
Okay.
Not there yet.
So episode 11, Oh Holy Night. Calypso catches Mayhem and then kind of keeps her prisoner so that she can't ruin his surprise for the final round.
Mhm.
And then it is the final round. It is a last car standing, which is very important.
Last driver in their car.
Yeah, last driver in their car. Mike dies right off the bat. They shoot right the fuck through Mike. Like,
Man.
and Mike and Stu are in a car, and they got like the double wheel, and they have to like turn together and figure it
student
out.
driver car.
Yep. Raven cheats. She has a
Boom,
force
cheat
field.
codes.
She ends up taking out Sweet Tooth's car and disabling it. Calypso then gets upset. He's all upsetty spaghetti about it. So he does his crazy witch psychic eye thing and deactivates her force field
Mhm.
with his psychic powers.
Because why you
Mhm.
cheating, bitch?
She's trying to kill John. John gets her with a boomerang blast, which was fucking beautiful because she's like calculating where he's going to be and she's ready and she's going to zap him. And she's like, thank God I didn't pick you as my driver because you're terrible at this. And then the boomerang blast goes by and comes back and blows up her car. She dies. And as she's dying, she sees Kelly and she reaches for Kelly, who's not there. And
I
she's
was like,
gone.
damn. I was kind of rooting for Raven.
He does hate cheaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we saw Harold from Sweet Tooth's point of view. That was the episode before. Katie was very excited about Devon Sawa. Mr. Grimm gets his bike destroyed, and then we get a little fucking Scythe versus.
I guess it's a machete.
It's not machete, sword,
Like-
whatever weird.
I
But
don't
Sweet
know.
Tooth lights his head on fire, and that's all that fucking matters. You got
Yes.
Flaming Head Sweet Tooth back with his
Mhm.
giant machete cleaver. They go at it, and Sweet Tooth finally kills Mr. Grimm with a wrestling move.
Shocker.
Yes.
A version of an airplane spin where he got him up on the shoulders and he kind of sort of F5 tossed him, and Mr. Grimm's head hits one of the roadkill cars, and then he gets ran over, splat. Mr. Grimm is dead.
Mm-hmm.
So now Sweet Tooth's car was flipped over, but it's not out of the game.
Right.
Raven is dead. Mike is dead. John and Quiet are left, and Calypso decides it is time for the main event. And this is where I took issue with this show.
Oh.
Okay.
So, as an avid player of Twisted Metal,
The games.
Original final boss.
it is a demon, but it's in a fucking tank.
Right.
Oh.
So when they dropped Robo Demon with no fucking car, I was like, the fuck is this? And now it's got super fast speed powers and all sorts of shit. I'm like,
It's Neo on crack.
Well, let me say, how do you feel about the twist involving Minion?
I mean, the twist was cool, but we still could have put her in a fucking tank. Like, we didn't have to have her just in Robo Demon suit.
So she could have been like,
Bakley's with me. The tank missing pissed me off because there are two tanks kind of
I didn't know.
in Twisted Metal. There's Warthog, which was my favorite character to play. I love fucking Warthog.
Right.
And then there was Minion. And Minion was fantastic.
So she could have been like Thomas the Tank Engine. You just like her face is in
no,
there
that's a train. That's a train.
No, but I mean, I'm saying like the tank was her essence, her face, or something is in there. That's
No, do not Thomas the Tank her. That's scary. JJ the Jet Plane type shit. No.
I'm just saying that was
no.
That was an avenue you could have went with.
That's spooky.
But I hear what you're saying though.
But yeah, I think Minion is the original final boss in the first Twisted Metal, and then it is a secondary boss in the second Twisted Metal, and then in the third Twisted Metal, it's Primeval, which is dope as fuck as well.
Okay.
And you fight Minion on a lava level in the second Twisted Metal.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So Minion shows up and destroys Sweet Tooth, beats the fuck out of Sweet Tooth, and then knocks Sweet Tooth unconscious with a fucking front kick into. So, like, I don't think
this is Sparta kick.
Yeah, this is Sparta kick. So basically, they're fighting in an arena made of boxcars, and there are stands in the boxcars with live spectators watching what's happening. And also, Calypso has the power to show instant replays when people die, like Mr. Grimm, and he does that.
It's outsiders and insiders. That's important to know.
Mm-hmm. It is. So Quiet is about to get destroyed because they find a weak spot on Minion's suit and they're trying to tag team her, and Minion catches one of the rockets and aims it at Quiet, and John gets in the way and his car blows up and he is done. Quiet then gets out to check on him after kamikazing her own car into Minion to blow Minion up.
You heard that primal rage come out of this chick.
So she runs her car into Minion, and then she hits like a button to do the fucking boost, and it flies in and it explodes. Yeah, and now she's out checking on John. And then we find out that while Mike is dead, Stu is not. Stu survived. And Stu backs his car back into the arena. He was just knocked out, and he is declared the winner because he is the last driver with a car.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sweet Tooth got knocked the fuck out and also couldn't get back in his car because he locked himself out, welded the door shut, and the keys were in it, and he couldn't get back in. I don't know how Mayhem gets into the car.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth is not dead, people. Just so y'all know, Sweet Tooth don't die.
We're getting there. We're not there yet. Yeah. Stu was taking a cat nap.
Yeah. I mean, she's a thief. She knows how to break into things, so it's probably really easy for her to break into the car.
Now that Minion has been revealed, Mayhem grabs a knife and then kills a band and takes his gun, and Calypso's like, yeah, you can go to them, have fun. So she shows up in Sweet Tooth's car, and they're going to jumpstart John's heart and bring him back to life with Sweet Tooth's car.
It's crazy shit.
I think that's the next episode, though.
That's the beginning of the next episode. Something crazy happens at the end of this episode.
Yeah, the stands explode, killing the outsiders and insiders.
Just the insiders.
Just the insiders.
So
the other set of stands was the outsiders that were fleeing. Yes, so just blew up and killed the insiders.
Because I remember thinking, like, was that his version like knocking the walls down just for the shits and giggles?
Well,
Like,
so hold on. You are correct. So when I said everyone that lived kind of got their wish, right?
yeah.
We find out in the episode that Katie's going to tell us the name of here in a couple seconds.
Fuck.
Who
No.
Minion is,
Uh-huh.
which means John got his wish.
Yes.
They open up all of the walls and say once John and Quiet are dead, there is no more need for walls. So technically, Quiet's wish came true and the walls came down.
Right.
Mayhem found the family that she was looking for, which was her wish, a place where she belonged in John and Quiet.
Yeah.
And Stu got his wish. So let's get into episode 12, which is...
I don't understand the Z. New Year's?
New Year's.
There you go.
Oh, like New Year's Eve.
Like New
Because
Year's
the other
Day.
one was Christmas. Well, yeah.
New Year's.
A holy night. New Year's.
Okay, that makes more sense. I get it now.
So you had it
It
the
was
whole
not that
time.
hard.
Well, because I was confused because I was like the threes are E's, and I was confused, and I was fuck off.
All right. So we already talked about Calypso's early colonial 1588 or whatever backstory where he crawled out of the well like smart.
1585, Virginia.
Sure, that one.
Yes.
Talked about that. Then we move forward to him pitching to NBC the idea of a reality show that is Twisted Metal, and them not buying it and thinking he's fucking crazy and deciding to go with Battle Bots instead of Twisted Metal. So he's like, I'm just going to wait until the world is ready, and the world won't be ready until Y2K happens and everything gets shut down. Bring us to present day. They said Mayhem and Quiet jumpstart John's heart with Sweet Tooth's car, and then they hop into the car and they go to John's cabin, which is a map that Mayhem can read because it's drawn in crayon.
It's just pictures.
John's grandpa has equipped this cabin with futuristic gas called solar power, which is why it still has lights and all of the things work. He also gets his he gets number 89, the Babysitters Club 89. It's there, it's whole. He can read it now. He finally gets to find out how Abby joined the Babysitters Club. And
which is what I wanted to know the whole time.
The three of them decide they're going to live a happy life. They clean up the cabin. You know, Mayhem walks in on her parents having sex while they've got a bear, while she's got a bear trap. Like all of the things. Like they're cooking dinner together. They go fishing.
Shoot fishing.
Yep. Shoot fishing. They're having a great time. Meanwhile, Sweet Tooth is chained up and dragged away from the wreckage. Again, still alive. Stu was granted his wish, and his wish was that he just wanted to be somewhere safe, far away with Mike. And he got that. He was put on a spaceship or in a space station up in space with dead Mike floating in the air.
It's so fucked up.
And freaks out. And then John, Quiet, and Mayhem's happy existence is destroyed because there is a news broadcast from the insiders basically declaring war on them because they were framed as terrorists who blew up the stands for the insiders, with clips of Quiet saying she wanted to take the walls down and John saying the insiders are going to get what they deserve. And their clothes were taken and used to stage this while they were at the prom, and they changed. So it was all staged. Minion finds them at the cabin. How? Because Minion is Krista. Minion is zombie reanimated Krista.
Wild. I was shook.
And John got his wish. His wish was that I wish my sister would come back to life. And she is back to life, but she is evil, zombie, robo-demon Krista, still trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Stu shows up and saves the day. As Bakley said, Duke Nukem.
Okay.
They escape, and John vows to kill Calypso. Quiet decides that they need help, and John says, we don't need help, we need cars to set up season 3. And then, if you pay close enough attention, there are end credit scenes in the credits.
Yes. Because I have a question about the last one.
Reek did not. Oh, I cannot answer any
Yeah.
questions about the last one. So there's not. We'll get to it.
Okay,
So anyway,
let's do the first one first.
the first one is Sweet Tooth being dragged behind a cab, which I believe is Crazy 8, which is one of the cabs that is a car in the Twisted Metal series. He wakes up and he's like, let me go. And the guy's like, no, your dad wants to see you. And he saw you in the tournament and he's very happy. And you see them passing a sign that says Pope something Crane or Kane. I don't
Charlie
remember
Crane.
what. Yeah, Pope Charlie Kane. So
Okay,
his dad is alive.
Okay.
And he is the Pope, probably an evil Pope, and he's very
Probably.
excited to have his son back. So Marcus Kane is on his way to go see his dad, being dragged behind a cab. The second
he's
one,
like kind of walking now, but yeah, he's alive.
yeah. The second one takes us back to the drive-in, where we're seeing Dr. Zemo's experiments. And at one point while we were in the drive-in, and we were looking at Zemo's experiments, there was a hamster or mouse or some animal that he had turned into a version of Axel as like an early trial. And basically you hear that animal make a noise and it is gone from its enclosure, implying that this animal, who is also part car, has escaped. And as far as I know from every Twisted Metal game I have ever played, there is not a tiny hamster car thing.
Oh boy.
So,
I don't even remember seeing the animal.
It was very quick as they were like looking at all of the blueprints and everything.
Okay.
They like brushed past the animal and it had little wheels on its legs.
Okay. I mean, that because I was like, why the fuck are they showing me an empty cage? I don't know what this means.
Yeah, it was there.
Um,
And that is Twisted Metal Season 2.
Yay, we did
it. One last thing before we go. One of the best things outside of deciphering the titles of the episodes and sexual innuendos and orgies and all sorts of things is the music. Because as we know, all music ceased to be created after Y2K. So everything is pre-Y2K or is supposed to be. And I have here a list of all the songs used in the show through 12 episodes. We have Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz. We have Get Busy by Sean Paul. We have the Rough Riders Anthem by DMX. What?
No, nothing. I was excited about Sean Paul.
We have Volcano Girls by Veruca Salt. We have Everywhere by Michelle Branch, of course. Come Out and Play by The Offspring. What Is Love by LaBouche. Dragula by Rob Zombie, which is fitting because Rob Zombie did pretty much the entire soundtrack for Twisted Metal 3, which I talked about the last time. Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger. Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast. Two Princes by Spin Doctors. How Bizarre by OMC. Butterfly by Crazy Town. Back That Ass Up by Juvenile. I'll Stand By You by Girls Aloud. All Is Full of Love by Bjork. Bleed American by Jimmy Eat World. Dreams by the Cranberries. And Disarm was the closing credits song by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, okay. Some good
And there
music
was
in
also
there.
music in there, but it didn't matter.
Good shit.
Some very good shit. And that was like the cool thing about the first one was like when songs started playing in the car and they were listening to stuff and it's like, oh yeah, no, you know, so I enjoy the use of music. It's also one of the reasons why I like James Gunn so much because everything Guardians of the Galaxy and the music that he used to make that work and happen.
Listen, I'm probably sure I said this when we talked about season 1. Like I'm always gonna be down for this show because of the mix of the authenticity from what we've seen from the games, how the way like these scenes look, like it comes straight out of the game when they do the shit, but also blending in that, you know, somewhat original story for a lot of these characters. I'm always gonna be down for that.
So big swallow for season 2.
Oh hell yeah!
Unlike Mike, who said he didn't swallow when he bit Dave's ass, or Stu. Stu didn't swallow.
Stu.
Students swallow, but we do. I enjoyed the show. Like I said, I had my gripes about Minion.
Listen, I never played the games. I had a great time.
I was confused because I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, okay, I don't remember that. And then he says Minion. I was like, oh, that's different. Okay.
Vaguely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm assuming we're getting a season 3, and I am stoked for that.
If we don't get a season 3, someone's catching hands.
If we don't get a fucking new Twisted Metal video game after these 2 seasons, somebody's catching hands.
Yeah, I'm looking right now if there's anything about a season 3 yet.
It needs to happen. Honestly, after the first season, you should have like at least announced a video game in development.
Me and Travis talked about that. How do you not announce a new video game on the hype alone?
Like come on.
Of season 1.
Cause now you can really like expand it. Like it doesn't have to just be, y'all are just in whatever vehicle you choose and go through. Like, nah, you can make it expansive, make it like, open world or some shit like that. Like, have fun with it, especially online. Yeah, like, Twisted Metal wasn't one of those games that came out during like the big face. online phase. And
nothing's been announced yet.
Okay.
People are speculating if/when it gets announced, it'll be 2027.
Boo.
That's all spepeculation. Nothing has been confirmed yet. But like, give me a fucking season 3 now.
Yeah, that's
Mojo can take more time off.
Like I know the last season kind of ended recently, but still
ended in August.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 months ago.
Yeah, I apologize for the late viewing of this or late recap of this because it's like 2 months after the fact that everything's been out. However, Katie's plate has been loaded with shit to watch, and it was unfair of us to try and force her to watch a whole nother show. Also, Reek had to get all watched and caught up too. So,
indeed,
I binge watched it immediately as it came out, and then rewatched it all again in a day because it was 30-minute episodes, and it worked.
Listen, I tried my best.
Yeah.
You did. You did it. You got all the way through. You had a real hard time with New Year's, but other than that, you got all the way through.
I don't know how. Like,
I might be dyslexic. I don't know.
Basically, you say you had 98% of it, but the 2% was kicking your ass. That's what you
said. Yeah. Because I was like, what does the Z mean? I hate this game. These were easier than last year, though, because I actually wrote them down this time.
You actually enjoyed, I thought, this part of the game.
I do, except this listen, the first one and the last one pissed me off. Make them a little easier. Everything else I got first go. As soon as I looked at them, I knew.
Pressure Point was some bullshit. I will say that.
Pressure Point was stupid. New Year's can suck it. I'm mad.
Well, Katie, hopefully less mad. And on a Wednesday this week, where can they find the She League Showcase?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I might still be out. Who knows? Something probably pissed me off. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieRasson13. The link tree in my bio to take everything She League Showcase. Twitch.tv/She League Showcase. YouTube.com/She League Showcase. Like Matt said, Wednesday after Dynamite, but during Collision because fuck Collision. We will be going live. And new Inside the Mind of, y'all haven't heard that in a while, dropping tomorrow with this guy down here and TC of Young Kings Wrestling. First ever multi-person interview. It was fun. And it wasn't 2 hours.
It wasn't.
It was an hour 20.
Yeah, so was the latest episode of Young Kings Wrestling, which you can find when you go to ykwrestling.com. You find all of the merch, like what you see here, and other select styles. All of our episodes, the newest one will be up probably tomorrow, the same time, so you get to get double dose of me. Also, you go to my linktree/Havoc. You can find all of the past and probably future episodes of the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports and entertainment. The precursor to what we see here with getting off, because we had some fun.
I mean, we
having these
don't really
conversations
have to
over
do
there.
that anymore because we're 71 episodes in, and this is basically
Look.
just what it is.
That's great. I love it.
We've pretty much redone everything we did on Havoc Hour except for Nightmare on Elm Street, which we're gonna do, and Friday the 13th. But
Friday the 13th, yeah.
fuck that, because
Dude, I was physically exhausted after doing Friday the 13th last time.
Yeah. That
Well, it's okay. We'll do it different.
That was one of them play us fuck up situations.
That's okay.
But,
I'm pretty sure I was in this chair for like 4.5 hours that night. I hurt so bad. But it's fine.
you guys can follow me everywhere at Getting Off. TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, X, all of them. Unless you want me to retweet your wrestling content, and then just go to @MattRitter, because that still exists and there are more followers there. And also, I don't want you flooding my horror timeline with all your wrestling stuff and fucking up my algorithm. So
Well,
tag me
I
at
mean,
Matt Ritter for all of that.
You did tweet this
I know.
episode from your Matt Ritter, so
Yeah. I know you've been needing motivation to watch wrestling. If there ever was. Oh, no?
No,
I was
I'm not needing.
Well, because I know like it's been souring on you. But if there's ever anything that would get you excited to watch wrestling, you need to go and watch Javon Evans versus Leon Slater. It just happened a little over an
Bound for
hour
Glory.
ago. Yeah. But yeah, I was watching that right before I got on, and I mean, there's an ending that I'm not happy about. But anywho, the I call it the YN Olympics is fire. That look, I don't need to say nothing else. It's dope as fuck.
Yeah, but that's not
what
why I
you see.
enjoyed watching wrestling. Wasn't like because the matches are really cool. That's never been my thing. So like
yeah,
that's not the thing that's gonna get me hooked in. Also, I told Katie right before we started, like it's weird. I don't miss it at all. Like there's not a part of me that's like I feel like I hear you guys talk about it. You guys keep me up to date when I listen to your podcast, but there's no part of me that's like I need to go see this, or man, I feel left out. Like I don't miss it at all.
Damn. All right, I'll try.
Maybe when Tony D'Angelo comes back.
If he comes back.
When he comes back.
I heard
Shut your mouth.
NXT stars are getting that pink slip lately. So
Shut up. He's not getting it.
And if he does, I'll never come back. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe and Dr. Reek Baker BBC, I am the patron saint of podcast award, Matt Ritter, and you have gotten off.